Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Subway Friday Football Fever. We've got a really interesting slate of games tonight, including some big-named out-of-town teams coming to our area. We start, as always, with our Subway Game of the Week. Venice hosting Riverview in a traditional rivalry, but this one was not really close. Early on, watch Indian QB Grant Flessner corral the high snap. QB keeper up the middle. The guy just won't go down. Get off me. Great run and a first down. That's a quarterback. Tough kid. Then the Indians go to their other big stud, running back Danny Dillard, who makes it look real easy. Touchdown Venice and a 7-0 lead. More from Venice in the second quarter. Ram defense looks like they have Dillard. No, he pops out of the middle, scoots through the pile and runs to daylight. He's dragged down after a first down. But Flessner would punch it in a few plays later. Designed keeper up the left and he's just gone. Flashy. Flessner a dual threat, 14-0 at that point. Rams, though, had a few moments of sunshine on offense. Tater Williams, a sweet little move at the line. He's cooking. Nice gain there. He stopped short of a score, but it led to a field goal, 14-3 at that point. End of the first half now. Riverview trying to make some sweet music on defense, but it's Flessner playing the tune. Another design keeper, another touchdown, just breaking away. Venice led it 21-3 at the break, and the Indians won comfortably, 42-17. Riverview off to a tough start to the season. SNN Local News 6 sports reporter Calvin McClure was in Venice. He joins us now live. Calvin, seems like every game we send you to turns into a blowout.
Yeah, Adam, this one did get out of hand pretty quickly. You know, Grant Flessner put on his best Trey Burton impression tonight, just running all over the field. And, of course, they got a heavy dose of the beast, Danny Dillard. Riverview did show flashes in the second half. They started to air it out a little bit. I caught up with Todd Johnson after the game, and here's what he had to say.
I don't have to do that. I got senior leaders on our team that'll make sure we stay positive and continue to work and get better. We haven't seen the results we've wanted, but I'm extremely proud of our guys for continuing to fight, and I know we'll get better going into this next week. We're going to try and do what works for us, and if it's airing it out, we'll try and air it out a little bit. But these guys have been working hard, extremely hard, and they deserve to see results. Now we just got to go. We got to go take it.
And that was head coach Todd Johnson for the Riverview Rams, classic guy. I'm joined now with head coach John Peacock of the Venice Indians. Coach, you guys look like you were clicking and had everything going right tonight. Talk about it.
Yeah, Grant Flessner and Danny Dillard had a great game, and you know, that all started with our offensive line up front. They did a great job getting off the ball and winning that battle at the line of scrimmage, and that's what we asked them this week, and you couldn't ask for much more tonight.
You guys got a good one next week. You got Charlotte. Talk about what you think you guys need to get done to get that one, to get a win in the win column there.
Well, you know, we have a tough Charlotte team coming in. They're going to be undefeated. You know, they beat us last year pretty bad, but you know, I think our kids are hungry and up for the challenge. You know, each week presents a new challenge and something a little more at stake each week. So, you know, we just got to reload Monday and get back to work.
Appreciate it, Coach. It's Coach John Peacock of the Venice Indians. That's it for Game of the Week. Adam, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Calvin. Yeah, Venice looking pretty strong, 2-0 on the season. Let's move on to nationally ranked Manatee, hosting the #1 team in the nation, legendary Don Bosco Prep. This game was grinded out for most of the night. Defense was pretty good, too, in front of an electric atmosphere. Third quarter, Manatee trailing 9-7. Cord Sandberg scrambling. He's athletic, but not that athletic. Tackled by 3 Ironmen for a sack, but the Canes got to the quarterback, too. Look at this pack of Canes coming in, just crush Mike Yankovic. He's headed for Rutgers, but he's headed for the ground there. A few plays later, Manatee linebacking core flexes its muscles. Darius White leaps. That's an interception. Turnover for the Canes. So fourth quarter, Nicholas Tankersley kicks a 37-yard field goal, put the Canes up 10-9 at the time, but Don Bosco came on strong late fourth quarter, went on to win it 22-16. Manatee drops to 1-2 so far this season. Hialeah Senior High School's got a great tradition out of Miami. The Thoroughbreds made the trip up to Charlotte, take on the Tarpons early on. Christian Rousseau fires to Ronald Washington for the first down, followed by a nasty hit from the Tarpon defender. Thoroughbreds forced to punt. Tarpons get the pressure. Dwayne Reynolds blocks it. Tarpons recover at the 12. Great effort there. Ensuing Charlotte possession handoff. Jordan Washington. He could smell the end zone, but he's dropped just short. But Tarpons would convert. Davian Stewart holding the ball high and tight. I like that. He plows in. 7-zip. Tarpons just beginning at that point. Charlotte destroys Hialeah 42-7, another big win for Charlotte. All right, I'll call a quick timeout, but hang in there. There's plenty more high school football coming your way. We've got more games from down south, a few more from Manatee County, and much more. Stick around. Plenty more of Subway's Friday Football Fever on the way.